Okay, today I'm going to show you how to shave if that's something you've never done before. So this is pretty basic, but if you've never done it and you don't know how to get started, here's how I shave. I fill my sink up with pretty hot water, and then I dip my razor into the hot water, and then I start off normally just right here. And make a nice
Yeah, he thought he would help 30 or 40 people learn some basic skills. A month and a half later, his channel went viral and quickly grew to over 1 million subscribers. Now he has nearly 5 million subscribers, known the world over as the internet's dad.
And Rob Kenney joins us this morning. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
I love this idea so much, and I was curious about how you first came up with the idea, because it is something where, I'll call my dad and be like, I don't know how to do this, and usually like 5 times out of 10 people tell me,
I still do that
to this day. But just curious, like how you came up with the idea.
Yeah, I thought of it actually a couple years before I actually put up my first video, and I came up with the name "Dad, How Do I?" because I thought one of my kids in the other room saying, "Dad, how do I?" and then I come running and fix it. So, and then I put up my first video during the pandemic because I ran out of excuses. My daughter was on me making sure, Dad, you need to do this, you need to do it. And I'm like, I'm like anybody else, kept procrastinating. And then I was at home. So I figured I got nothing else to do. So let me go ahead and do this.
So it's been, has it been like 5 years now or something like that, did we say? Like how many, are you running out of things to How Do I, Dad? Or you still have plenty of things you can make videos about?
Oh, I think the nice thing about it is I'm not limited to fixing things around the house. I do some light car work. I also have Wisdom Wednesdays, and I talk about some basic financial stuff as well. So, and then I have a Feel Good Friday segment that I do too. So I think, I don't think I'll ever run out of content.
Robert, speaking about that wisdom, there's an element of forgiveness involved in all this in terms of your relationship with your father, and you speak about that in some of these clips. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that, about how this helped you forgive your father for abandoning the family?
Yeah, I always struggle with the word abandoned. I feel like that's a little bit wrong. He did leave, though. He chose to leave. And so anyway, just to want to be fair, I ended up living with my brother when I was 14. My brother was 23. He was just a kid himself with his newlywed wife. And anyway, it took me a long time to forgive my dad. And so I do try to talk to people about forgiveness and the importance of it, because that saying that says, unforgiveness is like drinking poison and hoping it hurts the other person when really it's hurting you. And that was true for me. I was spending energy on something that I couldn't do anything about. It was in the past. My dad might never ask for forgiveness. And so I had to forgive him. And there was freedom for me on the other side of that. So I encourage other people to forgive. I get it's hard. I've been there. It took me a long time, but I'm grateful this side of it.
The other thing I love that you talk about is how dads are portrayed in popular culture. Often dads are portrayed as kind of bumbling fools who are kind of the goof of the family. Yeah. And I just think that there's something about, leadership as a father, and it doesn't mean that. So, for example, if you're a dad who doesn't know how to do all this stuff, that doesn't mean that you still can't be like a leader to your children and to your family. And I'm just speaking for myself because I don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. But my dad taught me so many other things and has taught me tons of things in my life. And I think there's something about what I love about your channel, too, is that I can go with my son when he's like, how do we do this? I'm like, oh, let's go do this, learn this together, and then we can learn how to fix it. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on that a little bit more, just about how dads are kind of perceived in our culture today.
Yeah, very well said. I get frustrated with, Homer Simpson, Al Bundy, while they're kind of funny, I think it's also kind of hurt the fact that men are looked down upon as bumbling fools. And, I loved being a dad. I embraced it. And my daughter's 31, my son's 28. And, that phase is kind of past. But, I don't think it helps our society when we make it okay to make fun of dads. I think we all have to, be able to laugh at ourselves, but it shouldn't be the norm where we act like dads are bumbling fools that we can all kind of pile on, because I don't think it helps encourage dads to hang in there then when things get tough.
Right.
Are there any recurring themes that people are constantly asking you to do videos on? Is there something specific that you keep getting requests for?
Yeah, a lot of the times I think they just don't know I have as much content as as I do, and so they plus things that I already have up. Saying I'm proud of you is one thing that I try to say. I also try to tell people, I hope you feel seen. I said that yesterday on my Wisdom Wednesday, because I think we all like to feel like, boy, somebody out there actually cares about me, because you can get lost in how many people there are in the world. It feels like you can be pretty alone. And so I hope that, in a very, very small way, I realize it's through the internet, but hopefully I can make people feel loved.
And real quick, we're looking at you tying a tie right now. What is the #1 video for you? Like, of all the tips and everything that you've shared, what's the most clicked on, like the most viewed one that it's like, oh, that's the one that everyone always looks for?
Yeah, well, there's a couple. How to tie a tie and how to shave, and then I'm proud of you. Those are kind of the top ones.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. For more, you can check out dadhowdoiofficial.com or follow Rob on social media, YouTube. If you don't already, you should follow him. But thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.